Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
We greet you a pleasant morning from the Queen's Court in Marulas, Valenzuela City for our Hot Shot Saturday. Headlined by 9 action-packed games for our third game. We feature 16 under play of action from the North Division for Game 2 of the best-of-3 quarterfinal matchup between the number 3 seed Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith and the number 6 JT Bulacan Taipan, as we bring you the live coverage of the playoff games of the TMT Play Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. And for our games today, first 2 is already done. It was between Rizal and Mindoro, where Rizal was able to advance now to the semifinals. Quezon City was able to, or Manila was able to beat Quezon City, tying the series 1-1. And now we have a Mandaluyong and Bulacan matchup, Game 2, to decide who, or will Mandaluyong go to the semifinals, or will Bulacan be able to tie this series up? And good morning, everyone. It's still Cho Pangilinan calling the action with Coach Noy Africa and our courtside reporter, Miss Daniel Leguardo. So, Coach, 2 games done. How are you feeling so far?
Well, so far we had one team, advancing to the semifinals, another team forcing a game 3. So let's see if what will happen in this game. Personally, I'd like to see more game 3.
Yeah, ako rin actually, Coach, because it adds more excitement and more games to our playoffs. But before we head on to our Game 2 today, let's talk about Game 1 first. where Mandaluyong was able to get a 10-point victory against this Bulacan squad.
Yeah, that's right. Even though they shot a little less better than Bulacan, they were able to make more field goals basically because were able to shoot 14 attempts more. They dominated the rebounding 48 to 38, and they were a +9 from the three-point area, which pretty much translates to a +27. And then, of course, they were able to get more second chance points, 18 to 8 against Bulacan. And right now for Bulacan, they're going to be missing some key players, but they will be having Simon Pulong Barit back for this ball game. So let's see what effect that will do for Bulacan.
After Bulacan, and if you did your homework, you definitely know what you will need to do facing up against this Mandaluyong squad that is very, very stacked. But now, let's waste no time further. Let's turn it over to our venue announcer.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Marulas Convention Center, Valenzuela City. Here we go for the quarterfinals, Game 2 of North Division, presented by TMT Play, Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season. It's time for your Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith 16 under and JT Bulacan Taipan 16 under. Introducing first the starters of Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith 16 under. Playing point guard number 2, Renzo Sandigan. Up guard number 3, Camilo Hugo. Power forward number 17, Kane Vicente. Center number 27, Chris Pashon. Forward number 28, Justin Eljuayan. The head coach of Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith 16 under, Coach Mark Herrera. Assistant coach, Jay Cruz. And now, introducing the starters of JT Bulacan Taipan 16 under. Small forward number 9, Abraham Cruz. Shooting guard number 10, Dylan Jameson Melagrito. Point guard number 12, Paul Justin Santiago. Center number 15, Simon Polongbarid. Power forward number 23, Jaran Supon. The head coach of JT Bulacan Taipan 16 under, Coach John Schweitzer. Assistant coach, Kojak Melagrito. The game's official at this match, your crew chief, Ronaldo Badango, Richard Borbe, Justin Santos, and Joel Badeo. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
The starting five for Coach Mark Herrera for the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. It's Sandigan, Hugo, Vicente, their team captain, Pasion, and Eldoayan on the floor. But for Coach John Schweitzer, it's Cruz, Melagrito, Santiago, Pulong Barit finally back on the floor, and Supan for your Bulacan Taipan 16 under.
And starting the scoring here for Mandaluyong, Justin Eldoayan. Of course, their leading scorer averaging 20 points per game, together with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.6 steals per game. But they have some key absences here. You have Jeremy Godoy, Jeniel Peralta absent for Mandaluyong, while on the side of Bulacan, they'll be missing the services of course, their leading scorer who averages 22 points per game, Charles Lord Victoria. And then you have Prix De La Vega also not available for Bulacan.
And both teams missing a number of players, just like the theme of our previous game. It's interesting to see who will be the guys to step up for each of their respective teams, as Eldoayan finishes for 2 once more, making a 4-0 run for Mandaluyong.
Well, Justin Eldoayan in game 1 finishing with 14 points only. I mean, he's averaging 20 points per game, so 14 points is, not meeting his average, but finished with 5 rebounds and 7 assists, so doing everything else for Mandaluyong. but Victoria will be severely missed for Bulacan. But let's see if Simon Pulong Barit can carry this team and force a game 3.
Pulong Barit makes the first one. Again, he has been missed by Bulacan. Able to make the second one as well.
Subbed out right away.
Actually did not make the second one, so it's just 1 point for Bulacan. Now it's Hugo to Sandigan. Teardrop is good for Mandaluyong, and they are feeling it in this ball game.
Okay, I think we had the wrong information because I see Rix De La Vega checking in here. Actually sub Pulong Barit.
Mandaluyong has 1 foul on their hands. Correction. It's 2 points for Bulacan so far. Just under 8 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Mandaluyong has the possession. Hugo gives it to the other side. El Duwayan. Intercepted that time by Bulacan. And baseline inbound for Mandaluyong. El Duwayan will be the one to find his teammates. Vicente converts 2 once more.
King Vicente, not the tallest of players, but very comfortable scoring inside and also possesses a very accurate mid-range touch.
Pulong Barit converts for Bulacan. Make that a 4-point lead.
But definitely this Mandaluyong offense runs through Camilo Hugo. Let's see if he can continue to run this Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith offense.
Speaking of Camilo Hugo, he gets a steal. Bringing down the ball. Camilo Hugo takes it to the rack for 2 points.
Untouched it again. Bulacan will need to tighten up their defense.
Mandaluyong gets it once more. Hugo sends it to the corner. Sandigan attacks, rejected by Pulong Barit. However, that is intercepted by Pasyon.
So, again, some updates here. We now see Charles Victoria arriving at the venue, checking in for Coach Robert Schweitzer.
And ayun na nga, ang akala nating wala, ayun nandito na. That is Charles Victoria.
So we're ripping all the pre-game reports that we have here. Victoria now here for Bulacan.
And I think with that, Bulacan now has a little bit of the upper hand as Mandaluyong is depleted without Godoy. As a 3-pointer off the mark for Bulacan.
I remember we were discussing before the opening buzzer how the absences will be affecting both teams, and we thought Bulacan was at a disadvantage not having Victoria and De La Vega, and now it has all shifted. Mandaluyong will definitely severely miss the services of Godoy, especially with Pulong Barit coming back for Bulacan.
That power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL, as he completes the 3-point play. That is Paulo Biasca, making it a 10-point lead for Mandaluyong. Just less than our halfway mark in this first frame. Pulong Barit is running, uses the handle, gets it back. Victoria converts 2.
And let's see if the players of Bulacan can warm up just in time. They didn't have enough time to warm up before the game, so they're gonna have to do it on the court now.
Hugo, after hesitating, completes that mid-range jumper.
It's nice to see that the mid-range is not yet dead. we're having a resurgence of players being able to develop that mid-range jumper.
Simon Pulong Barit was not able to convert that fast break attempt. Still a 10-point lead for Mandaluyong. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Both teams have one foul on their hands. It's now in the hands of Mandaluyong. Camilo Hugo on the inbound. Now Sandikan has it. Back to Camilo Hugo. He'll be the one to bring down the basketball. Hands it off to Frogoso. And a small lineup right here for Mandaluyong as Hugo fires from 3. 4-point play for Camilo Hugo.
And that really makes Camilo Hugo an even more dangerous cover, the ability to hit the long ball.
This power move is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner, the Junior MPBL, and that is ridiculous. You never foul a shooter, and especially when it's Camilo Hugo. He's not complete the 4-point play. Opts for a 6-point play. That won't go.
Shooting it from the same spot.
And now, Simon Pulong Barit and Bulacan running. Ramming inside the paint. And nothing you could do but to foul if someone as big as Simon Pulong Barit is attacking you.
Well, I'd probably choose to stay out of the way.
Instead of foul. But that's good for Mandaluyong. Make him work for his points rather than giving it away.
But definitely quite a physical specimen we have here in the 16 and under division. Simon Pulong Barit, just really a monster. You know, and the ability to put the ball on the floor really makes him scary.
Hugo got almost a 4-point play a while ago. Crossover move, sends it to the other side. Mid-range jumper. Another shooter is fouled for Mandaluyong. And this time, it's Alcapa. Alcapa will go to the free throw line for 2. Mandaluyong able to get a cushion right here, just over 3 minutes remaining.
I'm trying to figure out which is closer to Valenzuela, Bulacan, or is it Mandaluyong?
I think it's Bulacan.
Yeah, and it's actually the players of Bulacan coming in a little late here.
Sometimes, when you know the place is near, you tend to be more late. In and out for Alcapa.
But nevertheless, of course, we know they have their valid reasons.
Yeah, of course.
You know, if you're late, your coach would probably not let you play.
Yeah, but, you know, if it's Charles Victoria, you cannot do that.
Well, actually, you should. But
You should, but you can't afford
it
to.
depends on the magnitude of the game, I guess.
Yeah. And Victoria has been playing so far very well. 4 points, 2 minutes. Sideline inbound for Bulacan. It's Cruz. Gives it to Kalachan. Kalachan. Victoria found it. Victoria, no good. Foul called, I believe, on Pulong Barit.
That's only the first personal foul on Simon Pulong Barit. That's actually something that we should monitor, the foul situation for Simon Pulong Barit.
Frogoso takes it inside, finds his teammate, hits the side of the backboard. But now here comes Victoria. Power move and converts for 2. So far 6 points for Victoria. Bulacan gets it once more. What will they do? Victoria, give and go play, that is good.
Bulacan now trying to push the tempo, although I don't think that's quite a good idea. You know, this Mandaluyong squad likes to run, even if they have the smaller players.
And Frogoso steps on the line, turning the ball over. But they are up by 9. As Bulacan calls a timeout right here, they are down by 9, just over a minute remaining in the first quarter.
For game 2 here in the best of 3 series, both JT Bulacan and Junior Micro Smith are ready to give their 100%. For Coach John Schweitzer of JT Bulacan Taipan, he mentioned that the other team wanted it more than they did. Kaya naman, if they don't do their best here today, they will just all go home and say goodbye to this league. That's why the other team, Coach Mark Herrera, said that Godoy and Peralta aren't present for this game dahil they have school commitments. And at the end of the day, Coach Mark said naman na walang scapegoat sa kanilang team. As we continue to watch this game, we want to thank our major sponsor, TMT Play, for being our constant companion here in the Junior MPBL para suportahan ang ating mga manalarong kabataan. TMT Play, unleash your casino adventure. Gaming is for 21 years and above only. Keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. And of course, parental supervision is advised. Let's get back to you, Choi and Noy.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for that report and for the coffee as well.
What coffee? Just kidding.
And that power move is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. And quick to answer is Mandaluyong after that 3-pointer from Cruz during the report of Daniel.
And in a quarterfinal series, it's really the team that wants it more. And Coach Robert Schweitzer felt like it was Mandaluyong who wanted it more in game 1. And they cannot afford to let that happen again, lest they want to take an early Christmas vacation here in the Junior MPBL.
Cruz tried it back-to-back, but that won't go. And now, it's in Mandaluyong's hands. Hugo has been a phenomenal player for Coach Mark. Takes his time as there's just a 1-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Hugo takes it inside, loses the handle. Victoria loses it as well. And foul called on Bulacan. That's on Cruz. That means free throws for Mandaluyong since they have reached the penalty.
That's gonna hurt for Bulacan. That would have been an easy layup for Victoria, but mishandled that pass. So now they give an opportunity for Mandaluyong to pad this 9-point lead.
However, he's not able to convert. Sandigan on the line. Just 2.9 seconds remaining. Not able to get it to go. Victoria tried to beat the buzzer, but that is no good as our first half comes to an end. Mandaluyong in the front seat by 9 points. And they are actually leading the series as well with 1 win. And again, it's our TMT Play move of the game. It's that give and go action coming from De La Vega and Victoria. Unselfish basketball being shown right here by the Bulacan Taipan. And I'm sure Coach Robert Schweitzer is loving that one. However, again, they are down by 9 right here. So they should do more of those coming the second quarter. Again, it's a 9-point deficit being faced here by Bulacan. Me and Coach Noy will be back for the second quarter. 9-point deficit is the lead that Bulacan is facing right now. But still early in the ball game. Anything could still happen. What will they do? And again, Jeremy Godoy is not present. And Jeniel Bralda as well for Mandaluyong. So let's see how Bulacan will take that note and put that into their advantage.
And everything we said early in the first quarter just turned out wrong because De La Vega Victoria is here for Bulacan. Although it's still Mandaluyong keeping a 9-point lead.
Technical number 9, Aaron Cruz continues complaining. Third personal foul.
Now Camilo Hugo on the line.
No shooting technical free
Quick
throw.
foul on Bulacan. Just 30 seconds into the second quarter. And a couple of warnings. Actually, technical fouls
Shooting technical free throw number 7 is
for Bulacan. I think De La Vega was called, or rather Cruz was called for continuous complaints. And that means free throws.
For Alacapa, no, he's only averaging a point per game, and I felt like that was a ploy for Coach Mark Herrera to try to get Alacapa some rhythm.
No, Camilo Hugo back on the line. First one is good for Camilo.
Quite surprising that it's actually Camilo Hugo leading the way now for Mandaluyong with 8 points. You know, he has that ability to score, but does not really try to look for his shot, trying to be a playmaker first and foremost for this Mandaluyong squad. Hugo averaging close to 4 assists per game.
Here comes Bulacan. Where will they go? And another unforced error right there coming from Bulacan. They are down by double digits right now. It's not looking good for them. Now Hugo once more. Again, he is leading the charge. El Duayan hands it off. Back to Hugo. A screen provided. Godoy is here. We kept on saying Jeremy Godoy wasn't here, but I think he just arrived. And a three-pointer is good right here by Justin El Duayan.
And Godoy is already on the floor. If I'm not mistaken, had, I think, like more than 15. I think he was the best player of the previous game, finishing with 20+ points and 15+ boards.
Yeah. Foul called on Bulacan.
backup shooting from long range. Foul on number 13.
So that means 3 free throws for Justin El Duayan. Just over 8 minutes remaining.
Substitution. Suban to number 18.
13-point lead for Mandaluyong right here. They have a comfortable cushion.
6 Alacaba. To number 13. Chris G. Gonzalez. Justin Del Duayan at the line shooting 3 free throw.
First one is good for El Duayan. 2 more to go. And it's 3 fouls already for Bulacan. Mandaluyong has none. So not only Mandaluyong has a comfortable cushion, but they have been defending in a disciplined way.
Yeah, just going back to that point about Jeremy Godoy, he did finish with 23 points and 15 rebounds in game 1. So really a very key player here. And it could be an antidote to Simon Pulong Barret returning for Bulacan.
Now a foul is called on the side of Mandaluyong. That's their first foul. Just over 2 minutes has gone by to our second frame. And now what will Bulacan do? They have the basketball, a steal here. by El Duayan. Godoy got it, back to El Duayan. However, he will not finish. As El Duayan gets it once more. Challenges Victoria and will convert that time.
He's not gonna miss 2 straight layups. And El Duaya now with 15 points here in the first half.
Big 15 points in the first half for El Duayan. And that is actually big for Mandaluyong. He once scored 34 points, if I'm not mistaken, Coach Noy.
Well, actually, I was surprised to see him already with 15 points. I feel like that it was a very quiet 15 points.
Actually,
And I don't know how that is possible, if you ask me.
I think I said Camilo Hugo's name more.
More, yeah, exactly.
That time, speaking of, no good for Camilo. And here comes Bulacan. De La Vega gets it to Victoria. Back to De La Vega. He tries for a 3. That is good. But that is Bricks De La Vega. I am correct. Just a long 2-pointer that time. Fragoso, crossover move. Camilo Hugo back to Fragoso. Great find. Converts for 2 that time. Is Kin Vicente coming from Kevin Fragoso.
King Vicente, also one of their able scorers, averaging 17. And if I'm not mistaken, early in the season, actually had a 40-piece already.
No good from that attempt coming from Prix de la Vega. Now here comes Fragoso. What a find! That was intended for Godoy, but Godoy wasn't able to finish. Victoria sends it to the corner, baseline drive. That is good. Once again from Bulacan, courtesy of Jarin Supan.
So Bulacan really trying their best to keep in step with Mandaluyong, but so far the offensive firepower of Mandaluyong, scoring already 36 points in the first half with still more than 5 minutes remaining.
Kevin Fragoso, another reliable point guard in this Mandaluyong rotation. Fragoso, speaking of, was able to get a swipe. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the second frame. And 20 seconds to shoot. Mandaluyong, again, still a comfortable cushion of 18. Santiago hesitates at first, airballs it. His teammate will be able to clean up his own mess. That is Jarin Supan once more. Now Mandaluyong. Godoy, that low block. Great find. Basket and a foul for Sandigan. And that power move is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Excellent movement of the basketball there. Results in 2 points for Sandigan and the opportunity to complete a 3-point play.
Sandigan, another reliable point guard of Mandaluyong. Actually, they have a lot, as Coach Mark Herrera is known to have a guard-filled lineup and rotation as well.
And usually likes to play small. It's not really require having bigs on the floor for his team.
Now, Mandaluyong has it once more. 18-point lead for them. No good on that 3-point attempt. Bulacan will have to find a way to get back into this. It's not looking good for them. And it won't look good for them if they end this second quarter with a lead like this. However, Victoria loses the handle.
And if you're Bulacan, you're gonna try to at least finish the half strong, and maybe that's something that you can, that momentum that you can bring into the third quarter.
What a finish from the big guy, Simon Pulong Barrit.
Too big and too strong. Nothing Espedido could do.
Kevin Frogoso. Give it to Eldo Wayan. That don't go. Frogoso once more. Gives it inside. No good from Mandaluyong. Now here comes Bulacan. Charles Victoria receives it. Gets called for an offensive foul. Now let's turn it over to Daniel Leguardia for a report.
Coach Mark Herrera of Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith has reminded his players na wag na itong paabutin ng Game 3 dahil pag umabot pa ito doon, the momentum will be with JT Bulacan Taipan. He said that they will have to push themselves habang nasa kanila pa ang momentum. Coach Mark's goal for his team is to improve not only their skills but also their attitude towards basketball and life. Lahat ng bagay daw ay magagawa mo basta't magsimula sa disiplina. Let's see if the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith will be able to end this and head to the semis. Let's get back to you, Cho and Noy.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And discipline is the perfect word to describe Mandaluyong right now, considering they just have one foul on their hand. But that time, Simon Pulong Barit. Power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
And, you know, I think that's really the first step in improving, you know, not only in basketball but in life. You improve your attitude by, you know, instilling discipline within yourself. And for Coach Mark Herrera, of course, has always been a teacher and has produced a number of good, especially, you know, guards as right on cue, Camilo, Hugo, hoping to be that next Mark Herrera produced guard.
Now, Victoria takes it inside. That was tough. And Mandaluyong greatly defends that one. It will stay with Bulacan.
But now, Bulacan trying to force the issue inside.
Victoria sends it inside. Supan once more, and he has been doing very good for his squad.
It's been one of their more effective interior scorers. Supa now with 6 points.
Hugo called for a offensive foul after extending his forearm, according to our venue announcer. And now, Pulong Barit bodying Godoy. This is an interesting matchup, considering both guys known to be a big presence underneath, pero Simon Pulong Barit significantly taller than Godoy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But still, you know, Godoy will keep on competing. May seem like a mismatch at first, but, you know, it's going to be, you know, Pulong Barit will have as hard as a time as Godoy will have guarding him.
And speaking of, Jeremy Godoy gets called for a blocking foul. Fourth team foul for Mandaluyong. No more fouls to give for them.
And as we were talking about Coach Mark Herrera being the ultimate teacher, you just saw on your screens Coach Robert Schweitzer talking to his player Charles Victoria.
So Pulong Barit called for excessive swinging off elbow. But seems like all is good between those two. And still a 13-point lead for Mandaluyong right here. And it's Hugo shooting technical free throws.
On the technical foul called on Simon Pulong Barit for excessive swinging of elbows.
No good for Hugo that time.
And in the junior MPBL, you can be called for excessive swinging of elbows even if you do not make contact. Really just to protect the players. from any untoward incidents escalating.
And now we're back to Simon Pulong Barit on the line as they are trailing by 13. And he will shoot now 2 free throws. Simon Pulong Barit, again not present during their last game, was badly missed. Now has 11 points to his name, a chance to make it 12. Averaging almost a double-double, 13 points, almost 10 rebounds. At 27 minutes of action. 1 out of 2 that time from Simon. Actually, 2 out of 2 that time. Make that just a 9-point lead for Mandaluyong.
And if you're Coach Robert Schweitzer, there's really no need to try and motivate these players. You know that a loss here will end their junior MPBL campaign. And right now the players are responding now, down by just 9 points, is it?
Yeah, 9 points is the deficit for Bulacan. Now Mandaluyong, Sandigan, what will he do? No good from Sandigan. And now it's Santiago gives it to Victoria, and once again it's Victoria for his 8th point of the ball game.
And right now Mandaluyong is in a ball game, a battle for a chance to not get into a game 3 as Godoy will make that follow. No one was there to follow up on Godoy. That is his first bucket of the ball game. 9-point lead for Mandaluyong. 30 seconds remaining, but it has been a long couple of seconds. Sandigan once again going to the free throw line. That is his 5th and 6th point if he makes it. Averaging almost 7 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. At 25 minutes per action, makes the first free throw. Interesting how Coach Mark Herrera just, keeps on finding more production from the bench, especially from the guard position, considering he already has, guys like Fragoso, you have Hugo. Still, you can get more bench points from that position.
De La Vega converts for Bulacan back to a 9-point deficit. Godoy almost lost it. It will stay with Mandaluyong. It's ironic that itong Mandaluyong, again, they are a guard-oriented team. Pero Jeremy Godoy is still thriving in the system of Coach Mark.
They're pretty much playing that rebounder spot for Coach Mark.
No good that time. And that will do it for our first half, as Mandaluyong able to escape with a 9-point lead. Bulacan still within striking distance. Our TMT play move of the game. That's Simon Pulong Barit carrying the ball up to his head, getting the foul, getting the bucket, converting the end one actually. And he will need to do more of those if he wants to get back into this ball game. Again, it's a 9-point deficit being faced here by Bulacan, as me and Coach Noy will return for the second half.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays, and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank
Mga kaliga, ngayon naman kasama ko si Coach Mark Herrera of Mandaluyong Junior Micro Smith. So Coach, all throughout the season and especially now in the playoffs, ano po ba yung pinaka natutunan ng team nyo?
Yung discipline number one dito kasi very organized yung MPBL tournament. Napakaayos pati officiating lang, napakaganda. So yung discipline namin going to the game, very excited parati ang mga players namin.
Siyempre Coach, meron tayong supporters na nanonood online and also here on the court. Meron po ba kayong gustong sabihin sa kanila?
Binabati ko yung kumpare ko, si kumparing JC, sa kanyang pagbalik. Ingat, pagbalik niya galing LA.
Thank you so much once again. That was head coach, Coach Mark Herrera of Mandaluyong Junior Micro Smith. And before we go back to the game, we want to thank our major sponsor, TMT Play, for being our constant companion here in the Junior MPBL para suportahan ang ating mga manlalarong kabataan. TMT Play, unleash your casino adventure. Gaming is for 21 years and above only. Keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. And of course, parental supervision is advised. Let's get back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for that interview of the one and only Coach Mark Herrera. And I like his answer, Coach. Very professional, no? Kumbaga, like, he just wants his team to be ready for any circumstance.
And of course, being able to, commend the Junior MPBL for being professionally run. The way everything has been organized, the officiating has been on point, very consistent. And let's go to the numbers. Surprisingly, both teams really shooting well from the field. Whenever you hit half of your shots, that's always a good sign. But right now, this is really rare that you have both teams shooting over 50%. Bulacan, 51%. Mandaluyong, 51%. And then the rebounding battle going the way of Bulacan, mainly because of the presence of Simon Pulong Barit. Right now, 19-14 for Bulacan. Turnovers, you have 14 turnovers for Bulacan, which Mandaluyong has been able to convert into 18 points of turnovers against just 9 for Bulacan. Leading scorers, you already have 2 players in double digits. For Mandaluyong, El Duwayan with 15, Yugo with 10. While on the other side, it's Pulong Barit with 12 and Victoria and De La Vega with 8 each.
And itong Mandaluyong, they have a hard time of finding someone to really match Simon Pulong Barit. Pero ito namang Bulacan, they have a hard time of matching the guard presence nito ni Camilo Hugo. So both teams have their strengths, have their weaknesses. It's just up to them kung paano na i-utilize yun. That's Justin Elduayan! Acrobatic move.
And you know that Elduayan possesses that athleticism.
On the other side, it's quickly answered back by Charles Victoria.
Proper use of the off arm there to protect the basketball for Charles Victoria, not overextending to avoid being called for an offensive foul.
Elduayan once more, that won't go. Rebound by Santiago. He brings the ball down. He is against Kin Vicente. Kalachan. Intercepted by Fragoso. Now here is Godoy. Jeremy Godoy. Offensive foul for Jeremy Godoy. Was over aggressive in that attack to the rim. You see, there was an extension of the arm. So, good call.
And yeah, excessive force at that time called for the offensive foul.
I think you shouldn't have.
But he had Kalachan right there to meet him at the rim.
I think he shouldn't have swinged his elbow because he's already strong as he is. He doesn't need extra force. I mean, he has the build. Heck, he is averaging a double-double. So I think that will justify how strong he is already.
Although if I did have that strength, I might not still be able to stop myself from swinging elbow. No, it wasn't exactly a swinging of the elbows. It was really, you know, going into the defense with your shoulder first. I think it was really more of that. That's why they called the offensive foul.
Bulacan now already within just 9 points. A single-digit lead only for Mandaluyong. So still within striking distance is JT Bulacan Taipan. As Kalachan on the line is 2 steps back from the free throw line. That is unorthodox, but 1 out of 2 worked for him.
Yeah, whatever works.
And Renzo Sandigan steps on that sideline. Possession goes to JT Bulacan Taipan. Kalachan against Sandigan. Gives it to Brix de la Vega. Back to Kalachan. Fires from 3. That is good from Charles Victoria.
And we're pretty sure at this stage of the ball game, itong si Victoria would have already warmed up properly. You know, he did come in late, came in after the opening buzzer. But right now, Victoria with 13 points.
No good that time. Mandaluyong still has it. Alacapa rejected. That time, coming from De La Vega.
So this duo of latecomers in De La Vega and Victoria now really trying to bring Bulacan all the way back.
Kin Vicente, greatly defended that time. Victoria, 1 against 2. Still able to convert for Charles Victoria.
More than anything, half of that basket can be credited to that shovel outlet pass coming from De La Vega.
And here comes Victoria once more. And he gets fouled. He has 15 points after that breakaway layup. And don't look now, after trailing by as much as 13, Bulacan is now just within 3 points.
And they are doing this with Simon Pulong-Barit on the bench.
And now, Kalachan fires from 3. Won't go. Another call by our referees against Bulacan. Third foul, if I'm not mistaken. Carmelo Anthony Bata called on that one. Again, another latecomer.
Right now making the run. Bulacan despite Pulong-Barit with 3 personal fouls on the bench.
Another stoppage of the ball game right here. Just under 5 minutes remaining in our third frame. Bulacan still within striking distance, actually the whole game. Now Mandaluyong, what will they do? Hugo thought about that three-pointer. Fires from three. That is good from Camilo Hugo. Got a hand on his face, coach.
Yeah, that's right. And Hugo has been just marvelous from the field here, already with 13 points.
Godoy has it. Almost lost it. Sandigan takes it inside, gets fouled, and will shoot two from the line. 6-point lead for Mandaluyong.
Mandaluyong has been able to answer multiple runs here by Bulacan.
And Simon Pulong-Barit back on the floor, but now let's turn it over to our courtside reporter, Ms. Daniel Laguardia, for a report.
At this age, there's always a big mental effect when it comes to the games, as said by Coach John Schweitzer of JT Bulacan Taipan. He mentioned that up until this point, with ups and downs, this is the year they've played great basketball. Kaya naman they just told their players to relax, don't get caught up with emotions, and just play a lot harder than they did before. For Coach John, it all boils down to having the heart and the desire to win a game. Let's see if the JT Bulacan Taipan get another game to prove their desire and hunger to win here in the Junior MPBL. Let's get back to you, Choi and Noy.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel, for that report, and also again for the coffee, as Bulacan wasn't able to convert on that time. Still a 6-point lead for Mandaluyong. And now, El Duayan attacks. El Duayan books 2 points for his squad.
Really just a tough cover. Justin El Duayan now with 19 points.
Bulacan has it in their hands. Gonzalez to Kalachan. Pulong-Barit provides a screen. Pulong-Barit gets fouled by Godoy.
Too aggressive there. Godoy claiming he had just had his arms up, but his body was trying to get Pulong-Barit out of position.
Baseline inbound. It's Gonzalez who will be locating his teammates under 3 minutes remaining in this third frame. It's a 6-point lead still for Mandaluyong. Kalachan fires for 3. That won't go. Here comes Camilo. Forward pass to El Duayan. That won't go as well. But that time, King Vicente, presence of mind, gets the second chance points to go.
Pulong-Barit unable to grab that defensive rebound, and King Vicente quick to pounce.
Gonzalez for 3. That won't go. A rebound by Supan. However, Fragoso able to steal it. Fragoso. What a pass to Godoy. What a sequence for Mandaluyong. And with that, a timeout is called right here by Bulacan as they are trailing by 8. Just over 2 minutes remaining in our third frame. After that timeout, it's a 10-point lead by Mandaluyong. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this third frame. Bulacan still within striking distance. However, Mandaluyong able to get a run of their own. And Jeremy Godoy bringing down the ball. That was intended for Hugo, but he slips out of it. Gonzalez against Godoy as he converts 2 points.
A good decision there for Godoy, realizing that he already had 3 personal fouls. Might as well reserve that for Simon Pulongbarit.
Godoy, too big, too strong. That is Jeremy Godoy.
And you know, the best way to attack Simon Pulongbarit is to make him work on the defensive end. And also Pulongbarit has 3 personal fouls.
Speaking of Simon Pulongbarit, he gets an and one after that bump. That is a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Again, nothing you could do if someone as big as Simon Pulongbarit comes attacking at you.
And Pulongbarit, seeing that matchup against El Duwayan, knew that he had that advantage and just really attacking the defense of El Duwayan.
Pulongbarit not able to convert that 3-point play, but still, nonetheless, it's an 8-point lead. Over a minute remaining. However, King Vicente steps on the line. Now back to the hands of Coach John Schweitzer's boys. Halachan gives it to the middle, now to the corner. Pulongbarit for 3. That won't go. And now here comes El Duwayan, sends it to Kevin Frogoso for 3. That won't go. Rebound by Simon. Just 42 seconds remaining. Kalachan gives it to Gonzalez. He attacks. Pulongbarit. What will he do? Traveling violation is called on Simon.
Interesting how Coach Mark Herrera is putting El Duwayan on Pulongbarit. And that time being able to draw a turnover.
Hugo has it. Sends it to Frogoso. Frogoso, ball handling. Frogoso takes it to the lane. Scoops it up for 2.
And Frogoso adding some more bench points for the side of Mandaluyong. It's already 19.
That is good. Coming from Cruz. Camilo Hugo wasting no time. Crossover. Teardrop. That is good for Camilo Hugo as he beats the buzzer. Made that a 10-point lead for Mandaluyong as we end our 3rd frame. Crazy sequence. Actually, a crazy couple of sequences coming from both teams. As our Jinky Skin face of the game is featured right now. And congratulations to this beautiful lady for winning a prize from the one and only Jinky Skin. And that's it for our 3rd frame again. Our move of the game presented by TMT Play. Kevin Frogoso behind the back pass to Jeremy Godoy. And Jeremy Godoy, hindi naman pinahiya itong si Kevin Frogoso. So again, that is our 3rd quarter. Me and Coach Toy will be back for the 4th. Point lead for Mandaluyong coming into this 4th quarter after that buzzer beater by Camilo Hugo. And that time, Mandaluyong connects with another 2-pointer.
Well, we've seen Bulacan make a series of runs here all game long, but Mandaluyong just really getting some timely hits to stop any momentum for the Bulacan JP type. Bulacan JP Taipan.
And traveling violation called on Cruz that last play. And Ken Vicente connects with another mid-range jumper. Make it a 12-point lead now for Manda. Bulacan, what will they do? Stripped by Jeremy Godoy. He attacks. He finishes.
You could see even before he reached half court, he was gonna go all the way. Already decided on that.
De La Vega greatly defended right there. El Duayan gives it to Camilo Hugo. Hugo has it. Gives it to Vicente. Back-to-back points for King Vicente. And a timeout is called right here by Coach John Schweitzer as they are trailing by 13 right here, just under 9 minutes remaining in the fourth frame. Point lead by Manda right here. Bulacan facing the verge of getting eliminated.
They're gonna have to show some sense of urgency right here.
Castro doesn't connect on the three-pointer. Sandigan recovers. Sandigan attacking, kicks it out. King Vicente. That could have been his third straight bucket, but no good. And De La Vega has it. Sends it to the corner. Back to him. Great ball movement. De La Vega. Back to Cruz. No good from Cruz. Godoy gets another board. Sandigan brings it down. Castro tries for three. Nylon!
Too wide open for Castro earlier. On the other side was contested by Cruz this time. Wide open and knocking it down.
Victoria short on that attempt as Mandaluyong now has a 21-point lead. Bulacan has completely collapsed. Sandigan fires. That is good once more. Back-to-back for Manda.
And now a barrage of threes here. Looks like Mandaluyong looking to break this game wide open.
Another look. Sandigan off that El Duayan pass. You can see El Duayan attracts the defense.
And very willing passer is El Duayan, and Sandigan now with 9 points. So it's really a total team effort being mounted here by the Mandaluyong junior, Micro Smith. Already with 4 players in double digits. El Duayan with 19, Hugo with 15, Vicente with 12, and you have Godoy with 10.
And now, here's Hugo. Great ball movement by Manda. Sends it to Castro. Back to Camilo Hugo. Fires from 3. Cash money for Camilo Hugo.
And that's 3 3-pointers now for Mandaluyong here in the fourth quarter, and that lead has just ballooned now to 26 points.
Perfect time for Mandaluyong to explode like this as we are in our fourth quarter. Now if you're Bulacan, you should be nervous. Bulacan now has it. Intercepted by Godoy. And now it's Camilo Hugo bringing it down. What will he do? Hugo sends it to Sandigan. Traveling violation for Sandigan.
Actually, with this lead and just 6:37 remaining, I wouldn't be surprised if Mandaluyong starts playing some clock here. But right now, they're putting a man on Victoria, just full ball denial.
And Cruz converts on that mid-range jumper that time. However, he will need more of those, and his team will, considering they are down by a lot. They will have to come up with something quick, absolutely right now. As Camilo Hugo fires from 3, that won't go. They are lucky that it didn't go. As De La Vega challenges Camilo, however, Camilo gets called for a foul. Just over 6 minutes remaining in our 4th frame. It's not looking good for Bulacan.
Actually, if you're Mandaluyong, I think they're playing with the proper mindset here. You do not want to be dragged into a game 3 with a Bulacan squad that is severely physical. You know, they have the ability to slow the game down and grind it out, especially with guys like Pulong Barit, you have De La Vega, you have Victoria, of course, Cruz. So, you know, they really need to be able to eliminate itong Bulacan right here in game 2.
Meanwhile, a timeout is called right here by Bulacan as they are trailing by 22, just over 6 minutes remaining in our 4th frame. Mandaluyong up by a lot right here as they have the ball right now. Frogoso attacks the lane, hop step, not good. Charles Victoria has it, Pulong Barit attacking. Pulong Barit, nothing you could do again if someone as big as Simon is attacking at you. And the foul counted right there as this power move is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Nothing Fudotan could do right there, even as the last line of defense. Probably could have just let Pulong Barit go all the way.
Vicente, yung kubutan, rejected by De La Vega. And they still have possession. Frogoso sends it to the other side. Vicente fires. Won't go. And great presence of mind right there coming from Fudotan. Pulong Barit on the other side. That won't go. Frogoso against 2 defenders. Able to escape them. What a find to Fudotan. However, Godoy was in his way and Godoy still no good. Godoy fighting for a rebound. Vicente gets a steal.
That basket will count for Vicente.
Vicente still not done with his business as this power move is brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
If Frogoso were stat conscious, he would have been very upset. He had 2 open teammates underneath and not able to convert. But nevertheless, just a great basketball awareness there for Frogoso. Spotting open teammates.
Could have added 1 more assist to his name. And now, Melegrito brings down the ball, sends it to Cruz. Fires for three. Won't go. Foul called on Bulacan. It will go to Mandaluyong. And again, it's not looking good for them. It's a 25-point lead for Manda. Under 5 minutes remaining. I don't think that's enough time. And now, it's in the hands of El Duayan. Still not done. El Duayan, what a finish against two defenders.
And it wasn't really, a matter of not trying. The defense was right there, but just better offense right there for El Duayan.
Victoria forces that one up, no good. Pulong Barit will shoot two on the line after getting fouled. So far, Pulong Barit with 18, 4 boards, 1 assist.
But you can see, that dynamic for Bulacan, that option to have a Pulong Barit be able to provide the interior points, and not only from, posting up inside, but also able to get his points off the dribble. But you already have 3 players in double digits with Pulong Barit, Victoria, and De La Vega, and yet that still is not enough. You're still down by 26, and really, I think, just unable to contain the offensive firepower that Mandaluyong possesses.
No good that time, but it will stay with Mandaluyong after that attempt from Justin El Duayan. Sandigan goes in for Frogoso. Another reliable point guard. Sandigan gives it to Hugo. El Duayan provides a screen as Hugo off the mark. When he descended that time, bumps into Hugo.
Vicente is actually the leading rebounder for Mandaluyong now with 8 rebounds.
That is ironic. That time, no good. Pulong Barit slips out of it. It will go with Bulacan. Actually, free throws for Bulacan since Mandaluyong is now at the penalty. Just under 3 minutes remaining in our 4th frame. I don't think that's enough time for Bulacan to get back into this. Pulong Barit on the line, makes the first one.
He's gotten to the line a lot in this ball game already. Has attempted 12, making 8. Make that 8 out of 13.
Hugo has it, being guarded by Bata. Hugo, spin move once more to Sandigan and loses it. It will stay with Manda. And I'm curious to see kung hanggang saan naabot yung system ni Coach Mark na small ball here in the junior MPBL.
Well, I feel like it's going to work, especially since it's in the 16 and under division where you don't really see too many dominant bigs. I mean, you have Simon Pulong Barit here, but he's not exactly a back to the basket type of player. And itong actually Mandaluyong really rebounds as a team. It's rebounding by committee. It doesn't necessarily rely on just one player grabbing all those boards. It's a team effort. It's not, it's not necessarily Godoy going up for those rebounds. Sometimes he does the boxing out and lets his teammate gets the rebound. So it's really a matter of setting the roles properly and having your players be loyal to the roles that they are given. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mandaluyong actually moves up. Actually, they're tied with Quezon City after the eliminations at, I think, 8-2. It was just Quezon City winning over them in the eliminations. That's why Quezon City ended up being number 2. Of course, everyone's still chasing Pampanga, who finished at 10-0 and actually won Game 1 in that series against Antipolo.
And of course, Pampanga is an unstoppable force. Pero itong Mandaluyong, I'm curious to see how will they do against a team such as the Rizal Switch Fiber, who is really big. Kita natin kanina, no? The big guys were handling the ball for Rizal. And it's just really, or I think it'll be interesting to see, no? Or if ever magkikita yung dalawang teams na to in the playoffs.
Well, definitely that's going to be a fast-paced game. And if you're Mandaluyong, that's the kind of pace that you want your opponents to play. If the game goes to a slow grind at snail's pace, that's really where Mandaluyong will be having a lot of problems.
Camilo Hugo fouls out of the ball game but has 20 points, or had 20 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and played almost 30 minutes. So definitely has done his job when it comes to providing service on the court. And it's a 26-point lead here.
It was actually Camilo Hugo who started the game very well for Mandaluyong, hitting some key three-pointers and pretty much set the tone for this victory, with the team actually just answering repeated runs from Bulacan and eventually being able to build this cushion of 28 points.
28-point lead for Mandaluyong and just 4 points away from the 100-point mark as we reached our last 2 minutes. And Mandaluyong has this win secured but still playing like they are losing. It will be definitely interesting to see who they will face in the next round, as a three-pointer is good for Mandaluyong once more. They've been shooting the lights out so far, and in this ball game, Bulacan just no answer when it comes to shooting that outside shot. Has been 9 out of 20 para dito sa Mandaluyong. And the call that time,
Well, really for Bulacan, just really found a tough matchup here in the quarterfinals. Just tremendous firepower on the side of Mandaluyong, and Mandaluyong able to make it a high-scoring ball game. They finally hit the century mark, and I don't think any team can try to outscore Mandaluyong, save for maybe the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns.
yeah,
But
considering Mandaluyong is in the top 3 in scoring. Actually, they are the first in scoring in this 16-under, followed by the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns.
And I don't think even Pampanga would want to engage Mandaluyong in a foot race. And especially with the ability also for Mandaluyong to hit the long ball, especially with guys like Camilo Hugo and even their bench players right now being able to contribute from the outside.
Last 50 seconds of this ball game, and yes, Mandaluyong is indeed the first in the league with 83.6 points per game, followed by the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns, who is undefeated, followed by Quezon City Junior Giants, and the Rizal Switch Fiber at 4th. So both teams lahat yan in the playoffs and still very active.
And it's really just Pampanga looking... Quezon City and Manila will be playing a Game 3. And now Pampanga will be looking to qualify for the division semifinals against Antipolo later. Should be an interesting matchup. Antipolo almost pulling off an upset and putting a blemish on the win-loss record of the Pampanga Giant Lanterns the last time.
Imagine the first team to beat Pampanga. That'll definitely, not only to beat them, no, but to actually eliminate them. So that'll definitely be a tall order for them.
But the thing going for Antipolo is they know that they can compete with Pampanga, and that is really something that Pampanga will have to worry about. It's not an automatic berth to the semifinals. You know, the 1 versus 8 seed should be in theory, on paper, should be a walk in the park for Pampanga. And obviously in game 1, Antipolo showing that they earned their right to get into the playoffs, and they're gonna make Pampanga earn their step to the next phase.
Yeah, well, that is the blessing and the curse when you're undefeated. You are undefeated, but you have a target on your back.
Yeah, you just create the biggest of targets, and everyone will keep on bringing their A game against you.
And Mandaluyong has finally successfully reached the 100-point mark as they escape with a 30-point W right here. A very dominant win for Mandaluyong, able to advance to the semifinals. And again, itong sistema ni Coach Mark of having a guard-oriented team deemed effective in this quarterfinals. The question is, will it still be effective during the semifinals? And that we shall see on the next round. For Bulacan, it was a good run for Coach John Robert Schweitzer as we take a look at the TMT play of the game. That up and under acrobatic slash coming from the feisty scorer, that is Justin El Duwayan, and his team will definitely need more of those come the semifinals. As again, they are the team that lacks height but makes up for it with the scoring, the passing, the speed. And again, Coach Mark's system is arguably unique, but still works. And you can't complain as they've reached the semifinals. And again, just like what I was saying, Bulacan, it was a good run for them. They've been able to reach the playoffs, reach the quarterfinals. Coach Robert Schweitzer, very good job on instructing his boys what to do. We have Simon Pulong Barit for Bulacan, Charles Victoria did a very great job, Rix De La Vega, and just overall a great performance for the boys from Bulacan. And
right now for
congratulations to the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. They are now heading to the division finals. I have here with me a TMT player of the game, Camilo Hugo, with 20 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. So Camilo, now that you are heading on to the division semifinals, what do you think will be your main advantage as you go against the team in the semifinals?
Siguro yung hustle namin. Kasi hindi naman kami yung the tallest team sa league na to. So siguro yung hustle sa team namin.
Of course, there are a lot of supporters watching you right now. Would you like to say anything to them?
Thank you sa mga nagsusupport sa Mandaluyong. And sana mag-support pa kayo sa mga next games namin.
Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations to the Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. And now they will be moving up the board. And there you have it. The Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith are going to the division semifinals. And once again, congratulations to our TMT player of the game, Camilo Hugo. Let's get back to the panel.
thank you very much for that, Daniel. And that is your player of the game once more, Camilo Hugo, who is indeed aware that their team is not the tallest, but have fought through the eliminations, have fought through this quarterfinals, and now have reached the semifinals. The question is, who will they face? Is it the 8-8 Quezon City Junior Giants, or will it be the Manila Pirates? And we shall know that after the game 3 of between those two. So again, it's Mandaluyong Junior Microsmith. The question is also, will their small guard system of Coach Mark Herrera be still effective in facing whoever in the semifinals and hopefully in the finals. But again, that is a win nonetheless for Mandaluyong, a 30-point win, and they've reached 100 points. But stay tuned as the next game is between, again, the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns and the Antipolo JY Titans, as this is the Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.